But having said all that, I do want to get to one other subject with you, Natalie, with the time we got left, if you don't mind, because I would love for somebody to, speaking of Cap, okay, your boy is so full of it right now.
My who?
I almost don't, your boy.
Whose boy?
There are two people in sports. There are two people in sports that I'm trying to ignore. One is the Jets quarterback. Talking about just people just getting on television, just spewing bullshit. That's an example. And then, I just don't want to hear, first of all, the whole program that he had to go through as if acting a fool on the court. Like, we ain't even talked about this now. I haven't talked to you since Draymond was suspended. The idea that it was like, you were just acting an ass. You were just acting a fool. Like, you're not going to tell me that every NBA player don't have something going on in their lives, and yet they ain't all choking people out or punching them in the face, okay? So, like, that just felt so, I don't even know how to describe it exactly, but that infuriated me the way he was being treated as though there was something else going on other than he was just acting a fool. But then he comes back and says, oh, this is, I was going to retire because this is too much for me. What's too much for you? You're like, that was so rich. Literally, you weren't walking away from $80 million or whatever it is he owed on his contract.
Right.
Okay, secondly, it's becoming too much for me. You are becoming too much for you, you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, there's just so, like, no, that didn't happen. You hauled off and punched somebody. You choked somebody out. Like, I'm just so over Draymond Green. I'm done with your boy. I'm done with him. I tried to respect him. I try to respect what he's accomplished. He's a Hall of Fame player. He's one of the best defensive players of all time. All of those things. But like, in terms of just like his credibility at this point, he has none in my mind, Natalie.
Yeah, okay. Well, first, like, he's not my boy.
That was a lot.
No, he's not my boy. Like, the Warriors are my squad.
He just happens to play for your team.
He plays on the team that I support and cover.
Corrected.
But no, he's not my boy. I don't know the man personally, and I too am over Draymond, right? And if you've been following any of my tweets on Twitter, I can't tell you the number of people. I'm not
on Twitter.
Yeah, I can't tell you the number of people who have texted me around the Warriors in media, like, please keep the tweets up, because I don't have time for it anymore. I have been over Draymond Green since he punched Jordan Poole. That was the line for me, right? You can find years of my tweets defending many of his actions, but the line was crossed with Jordan Poole. I do somewhat, I think, Mike, know your thoughts a little bit on like how a lot of that stuff was being framed, because I remember some of your feed items from before. And we did talk about the Draymond stuff. I might disagree a little bit, because I didn't like the mental health conversations that were going, like the way people were talking, because a lot of people were like, there's nothing wrong with him. And like they were framing like the reasons to go to mental health is like, he doesn't abuse anyone. He doesn't do that. And I'm like, that's not the reason you need to go to therapy. So
yeah, that's two
like,
separate things.
So
yeah.
Right, but a lot of it was nothing is wrong with Draymond, and I didn't like that talk. Like Shaq said it, because like you're actually not qualified to say that. Like the reason you go to therapy is for things like anger management. It is for like managing your emotions. It's for all of these different things. And I don't know what is wrong with Draymond. I'm not a qualified therapist to do that, but I actually do think he needed to go to therapy. I do think he needs help. And so I think that was a good thing. And I didn't have a problem with that. What I did have a problem with is that I thought it felt performative. I don't think the league really cares about helping Draymond. I don't think that these things really matter. I think they just have to do this no time, like, indefinite suspension. We're taking these steps because so many people are so frustrated by him. They wanted to make it appear more serious. So that was why I sort of was like rolling my eyes, but I just didn't like the corresponding conversation that was happening about therapy, because I thought it was mischaracterizing the reasons why people should go to therapy and why it's helpful. I know you want to say something, Mike, so that's just the first part.
I
meant Smith. But
Mike. You actually meant Mike. Yeah, yes. You actually called him Mike. Thank you.
Yes. But with respect.
My name's Michael. By the way, Everybody, my name's Michael.
Yes.
I'm Michael. That's
Michael.
Mike.
Michael Holley,
Anyway.
Mike Smith. But with respect to now, all of this stuff now, him coming back, I don't know the number of times I rolled my eyes yesterday. Like, with all due respect, I don't want to hear about you and Steve Kerr crying. I don't want to hear leopards don't change their spots. The word of the day yesterday was antics, right? Like the antics, I'm going to cut out the antics, whatever. There was this big focus on he's not going to really go over to the refs. He's going to stay out of the refs' ears. Really,
Okay.
Steve Kerr? This is the first time in all his years being here that you guys have told him to stop that. And then all of his responses to the questions, they were like basically what many often give Draymond the thing to do. Like, just ask him a generic question. He gets off this narrative he wants to tell. And there's not like a follow-up. There's not like, what did you go to therapy, Draymond? What was it for? Like, he may not be able to disclose that or want to, but I want to know those kinds of things. I don't want to hear the same apologies, the I'm taking accountability, because accountability isn't just saying I take accountability or apologizing. It's change. Your actions have to change. And all I've heard from Draymond is I'm not going to do this again. I've hurt the team too much. I've done this. And then he goes back and does the same thing. He was asked if he's hurt Steph Curry's prime, if he's wasted it, and he gave this long, convoluted answer. My brother, the answer is yes. It's yes. You've hurt his prime. So it just was too much. I don't want to hear from Draymond. I want to see actions. That's it.
We're taping this now. You can let them fly. You heard me let them fly the other day.
I'm just saying. My naysayer. I just want to hear.
My naysayer.
Yes. Because
okay.
I can't. Right. I just want to hear. I just want to see the
Let
actions.
a naysayer
I don't want to hear.
know.
I don't want to hear nothing.
So a couple of quick things. We've talked about the stigma around mental health and therapy. It's the same as going to the doctor. You ain't got to be sick to go to the doctor. It's maintenance. Nothing has to be wrong with you for going to therapy. So there's that. My problem with it with Draymond is that if he needed help or anger management, he needed it 10 years ago. He's been this guy.
For sure.
He's been kicking people his entire career. These antics have been a part of who he's been his entire career. Now he's just old and not as good, okay? He's been the same guy that he was with TNT and the volume, and everybody made him this media star. He's the same guy. And I refuse to believe that Draymond Green is the only person going through things. I refuse to believe that Draymond Green is the only person managing things. He's the only one punching people. He's the only one choking people out. Like, Draymond Green is just being Draymond Green. So his problem, quote unquote, is that he's Draymond Green. And so what I have a problem with mental health is when it's used as an excuse and as a crutch, not as an actual form of rehabilitation, to your point, Natalie. So the performative word was a great one to use on the part of the NBA. But my issue is, it's like, just because when somebody acts out, oh, you need to go to therapy, or he needs help. No, he's just being an ass. Everything ain't a diagnosis. Everything is not a condition. A lot of things are, you just are out of pocket. Full stop. And that was my issue with Draymond, the idea that it was anything other than him just being the same person he's been, and he's gotten away with it for far too long. Now all of a sudden people are like, oh, now you crossed the line. He's been this habitual line stepper. Yes.
Can I point something out? This is all I'm going to say. I thought you were ignoring him.
No, because but
that doesn't mean.
I'm not ignoring Natalie.
But Mike, that doesn't mean.
I'm not ignoring Natalie.
But that.
I'm not.
But that doesn't.
Hold on, Natalie. Natalie made strong points about the conversation around mental health, which is bigger than Draymond Green. So that's why I had so much passion about. But go ahead, Natalie.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it doesn't mean that all those things have been wrong with Draymond. That's all true. That doesn't mean that a therapist can't help him now through it, right? Like, whether you feel like you've diagnosed him and you know the problem, my point is that. Don't. Right, I'm just saying, anyone, right? Because I hear a lot of people say, like, this is just all what it is. And what I'm saying is, there's things you could have done your entire life. That doesn't mean that you can't, at any stage, start to correct them and be better. But I do think he needs a professional to help him with that. And if he's serious about the process, and that's what I don't know.
We all need that.
Right, and I don't know if he is. But if he's serious about the process, then I think it's good.
We all need mental health therapy and treatment.
Correct.
Everybody does.
You know that's my mantra.
But my guy is doing stuff that nobody else in the league does. Nobody else does what he does.
That's why he needs out.
No, he needs to just go. He needs to just go away. Maybe he should have retired.
Just go.
Maybe he should have retired.
He was.
Just go away. No, I'm sorry.
We know that was Cap.
I just don't like.
Talk me out of it.
I just don't like people. I don't like people falling on that. It just feels like because it avoids accountability.
Fair enough.
It passes the buck to something else, as opposed to just you're in control of your own actions.
I hear you.
I don't know why
people
lie. Why do people choose to lie? I don't know why people lie.
You said that the first time. You said that the first time, and now you said she needs to think. Now she's thinking like a man too, huh?
Yeah,
you said that the first time. Oh, that was tight. That was good. That was so good. Oh man, I was rolling.
All right.
I was rolling the entire time.
It's good to see you. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you, Nat.
I had that on my mind for a while. Like
I know you did.
As soon as he punched Nurkic, I was like, this guy. I was like, come on.
It was the punch. For me, it was the choke. I'm like, what? Like, why?
Either one.
Why are you choking him and pulling him across the court? Like, what are you?
We all got stuff, man. Anyway, we can go on and on. We got to go. All right, Michael, I'll talk to you later. Y'all be good.
All right, y'all. Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.